And this is Nina.
It's Nina, the
Nina,
chief.
say hi. Okay, she said hi. Get out this door. Anyway, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yes.
We are back, and want to thank those that have been staying with us for so long. We do
Yes.
appreciate you. Yes, indeed. I know we promised to be more consistent, and we are trying. Trust me, but life does get in the way.
Indeed it does.
And for those that left us, and
On to the next one.
pretty much.
So, good old TikTok strikes again. Now, I don't know how true the story is, but, and you may have heard it. A gentleman is explaining that he and his woman, who has a daughter who is not biologically his, but he assumed father role, has been raising her, taking care of her. Stepdad to her. And does everything for her primarily. And
hold on. What he has done thus far, he bought her a car when she turned 16.
Mm-hmm.
He paid for college for her, and now she's about to get married.
Yes.
But here's the kicker.
What's the kicker?
She wants her biological father to walk her down the aisle.
Okay. So how do you feel about that? Wait a minute, first, should the biological father walk her down the aisle?
Yes.
How do you feel about this? Because clearly this gentleman who is speaking, the stepfather who is speaking on this situation,
very upset.
He's very upset. He's in his feelings.
Because he feels as though that the father ain't been there. He done took on the fatherly roles for this young lady.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden now on the day that she's about to be wed, she prefers or she wants her biological dad to walk her down the aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in his feelings, and he's also saying that he's actually paying for the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like,
Stepdad is paying for the wedding.
Stepdad is paying for the wedding. So he feels as though like this. But check this out: if she wants to have the biological father walk her down the aisle who ain't been in her life since day one, then he should pay for it. Now, my whole spill on this: stepfather dead wrong.
Okay.
He making it about himself.
I get that.
It's not about the daughter at all. It's her day. It's her choice. All that you've done, and I commend you on that.
Mm-hmm.
But you weren't obligated to do so.
And regardless of you doing it from your heart or your head, you did it.
Yeah.
And you could have stopped at any point.
Because the courts would have told you straight up, if you want to try to get child support, they'd have said, guess what, those are gifts. Because it's not your child.
And it's not through the court.
No. And on top of that, why were you doing these things for the young lady anyway?
Yeah.
Were you doing it just to say, hey, look at what I've done?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you doing it because, guess what? Let me go ahead and help out because her biological father isn't around.
Right.
You do have to understand, every child wants their parents.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I don't care how foul the father may have been. I don't care how foul the mother may have been to the child. There is that space that it can never ever be taken away.
Right. There's always going to be a longing.
Yeah, for the parents.
For the parents.
And I'm sorry. And and you making a TikTok video expressing how you feel or whatever, I think it's clickbait. I think you want people to feel sorry for you. But dude, did you do it because you wanted to help her, or did you do it because you wanted to for your ego? Yeah,
this is a monster that you created. And if I can veer off for a second,
please.
Will Smith spoke about this.
Yes, he did.
About when he had thrown Jada a 40th birthday party.
Yes.
And it was huge. It was lavish. And she had already expressed the fact that she didn't want that. She just wanted small, quiet, family, in-home, do something intimate.
Yeah.
And, but Will Smith took it upon himself to throw this huge blowout for her 40th. And it took a while for him to realize he didn't do it for her. He did it because he wanted to show that he could do this. Look what I did for you. I brought all of this for your 40th birthday. Aren't you proud of me for doing this for you?
Day.
Yeah. So you can mask who you're doing it for.
All day long.
Yeah, but in actuality, how you handle it will definitely and ultimately determine who it's for. And this gentleman, this stepfather,
he did it all for his ego.
Because the wedding day, his daughter's wedding, should have been about his daughter being happy.
Yeah.
And if her father her biological father walking her down the aisle was what made her happy, how can you be mad? Because we spend millions of dollars, I'm saying millions of dollars, on our biological children, year after year, day after day. And our kids will do something that upsets us. And the first thing we tell them, you know better. Maybe they don't. But when we tell our children, you know better, that's our knowledge being forced onto them. Maybe they don't know better. Maybe they don't want to do better, but we love them anyway. So we can't force what we want on them, even though we've already gone the path.
True.
If she wanted her biological father to walk her down the aisle, it's one day.
Yeah,
It's one day compared to what you've done for her.
Yeah, it's you don't trump dad. I'm sorry, man. As much as you would like to believe so, you don't trump dad. And it's her call. This is what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if you don't want to pay for the wedding, then don't pay for it.
That's all.
Because you wasn't obligated to do anything. You were in this woman's life. She had children. And you jumped out there and you said, well, look, I'm going to go ahead and take care of my kids.
Right.
But hold fast, partner. Who asked you to do that?
Exactly.
Nobody. You just took on the responsibility. And I know that a lot of people are going to look at this video and say, well, that's what he's supposed to do. No, he's not.
He's really not supposed to do that.
No. Now, I don't see how a man can deal with it. I don't see how a man can deal with a female who has kids already. And then all of a sudden not contribute or not try to help out. But trust, that is an obligation. It's not an obligation.
Right.
It is a choice.
It's always a choice.
Exactly.
And again, you chose to do this for her. And she's not dissing you. She's not going behind your back.
No.
Or she's not being conniving. She's expressing what she wants.
I want my dad.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
At all.
It is what it is. This is her father that she wants for one day. One freaking day. We don't know what the circumstances were. We don't know, like my husband said, if this is clickbait. We just know the story that was put out there. And of course, there's one person telling the story with many people in it. So, you
don't
know
who's telling the truth or what kind of, or is the biological father been there or what have you.
Exactly.
So look, really, we really need to take some time and understand it ain't always about you. Seriously.
Yeah.
Stop with, oh, look at what I did, look what I done done. I mean, seriously.
Give your children credit for knowing exactly what they want.
Yeah.
And just because she may want her biological father to walk her down the aisle, that does not negate everything that you've done for her.
And on top of that, doesn't negate you. Just at this particular moment, I want my father to do this. I want my father to give me away to my husband. So, pick up your feelings, champ.
That's all.
That's it. And that's all I gotta say on the situation.
Yeah,
man.
I just thought that was definitely another one of the stories online that gets people talking. You know, because it's happening. It's something real that happens on a daily basis. I mean, you know, you could say that this story was made up, and even if he did make this up, it really happens in real life.
Yeah.
You know,
because step parents, stepdads really take on the role of being a dad. They really actually go to PTA meetings, really become very involved in that child's life. And then all of a sudden that child even may call the stepdad dad. Now, it's a hurting situation. I can get it from the brother that the young lady chose her biological father. But you have to understand, my brother, he was always there. Whether in the physical or in her mental. You don't trump the father, nor the mother. So step parents, stepmoms, stepdads, get out your feelings.
That's it.
That's all I got. I'm Money.
I am Ray. That is our time, and as always, we thank you for yours. And until the next video, peace.